So I say to my wife, I was like, you know what? Something's the matter. The scale's broken. Again, I did the same thing all over again, Billy. I'm an idiot. I said to my wife, the scale's broken. Here's how retarded I am. When my eyes went out, I'm 53 years old and I read voraciously. I mean, everything I can get my hands on. So I'm reading my car magazine one day. It's about 5 years ago. And I noticed over time that I was not able to see the writing as well. So in my idiotic head, I say to my wife, before I say what I say to my wife, reading that and knowing the industry for magazines and how difficult they have it, post internet, I make the assumption that they are writing in a smaller font to save money. This is what I tell myself, not even realizing that it would be something else and how stupid that was. So then I go, look, honey, I say to my wife, look, honey, they've made the writing, they've made the font smaller in these magazines, trying to fit more more words, more letters, more characters on the page, thereby having less pages, therefore less ink, therefore less expensive, and they save money. She looks at it, her eyes are perfect, and she's like, what are you talking about? I said, look, the writing, they made the font smaller. She says, no, man. No, here, hand me some readers. I never worn a reader before in my life. And I look at it, and I was like, oh, my bad. Okay, yeah, I see it. The font hasn't changed at all. My eyes got bad. And that's how it happens when your eyes start to go, because I'd never needed readers before. You just need reading glasses, and it just kind of happens gradually, and all of a sudden you realize it. Now, I've probably been struggling to read for weeks, months maybe, and finally it came to a head that way. So maybe people that are smaller, maybe people that are smarter than me can do that. Unfortunately, I am an idiot, and that was my logical conclusion that I came to, that they were writing with smaller font to save money. The same thing true then for losing weight, right? I'm down to 253 pounds, lightest I've been in 5 years. And I said to my wife last week, I was, 257, 8 pounds, but still way down for 296. Everything I wear was 3X. I wear very limited amount of clothes. My wife, type, maybe I got 10 shirts and 4 pairs of pants and shoes and socks. And, I keep it all very, very simple because I don't want to put any thought process into it. I've always been that way. But then you add in the fact that I was fat. And 296 pounds fat. So you just want to wear clothes that are comfortable. So in my case, it would be sweatpants or shorts, tennis shoes, and these very comfortable Nike shirts that I get in 3X tall, because the top, I'm, as big as I am and as tall as I am, I have a 32-inch inseam. But I'm just shy of 6'4" tall. So it's out of proportion a little bit, so I got to wear these longer shirts. Fortunately, you can find longer shirts. So I say to my wife, I was like, you know what? Something's the matter. The scale's broken. Again, I did the same thing all over again, Billy. I'm an idiot. I said to my wife, the scale's broken. Something's the matter, because my clothes aren't fitting me any differently, and I would expect that they would. She's like, well, have you tried on anything else? I was, no, I hadn't, right? The things that I'm wearing still fit. Well, long story short, because I'm an idiot, she goes into the closet and she says, okay, here's your 3X talls. Let's set those aside. She rummages through clothes I used to have, and she says, here's an extra large tall. And I was like, no, that'll never fit. We got to find some 2X. So we look around, we can't find any 2X. So I was like, all right, well, we're going to have to buy some new 2X. Meanwhile, I go back in the closet. I throw on the extra large just out of it. It's never going to fit extra large tall. That would be what you see me wearing now, which is an extra large t-shirt. So I went, I thinking that my diet wasn't working and thinking that the scale's broken and I wasn't losing weight. I went from a 3X t-shirt to just an extra large t-shirt that fits me just fine. It's not tight. It's not uncomfortable. And just skipped the 2X shirt, thinking that something was the matter with the scale. Once again, my wife was there to save the day and let me know what an idiot I am. And it was the fact that I wasn't trying on any other clothes, and that I just wear, nothing with belts or any of that, because you just get used to wearing things that are comfortable. And I'll say I've always been a simple dresser. I don't want to put a lot of thought into it. I want to be done in 5 minutes in the morning as fast as I can, get off to whatever my day is going to be. And when you are fat, and anybody that is fat knows this, even if you're a little bit overweight or a lot overweight or you're just obesely gigantic, you have to be very careful in what you pick. Now, again, I'm as tall as I am and as big as I am, so I carry 300 pounds a whole lot easier than somebody who's shorter and maybe not as thick as I am, right? So everything's relative, but for me, I carry all the weight in my belly, and so I needed shirts that were comfortable and that fit right. So I was limited to 8 or 10 shirts. I mean, I had some button-ups that I never wore, right, because I can't tuck them in, that sort of thing. And so I was limited to these shirts from Nike that are so comfortable, but they were just gigantic. So I have 7 or 8 of them, and I would just kind of one day pull this one off, and I can wear those shorts, and pull this one off, and I can wear those pants, and it's simple. So at this point, though, now I can wear pretty much anything that's in the closet as we start to move out all of the heavier clothes and bring in the lighter clothes. So I'm jacked about that. And it's one of the benefits, one of the things that you don't think about when you are, when you're not fat, I'll say, is that you can just go into the closet, grab clothes, throw it on, and walk out the door. When you're heavier, like I was, or my belly is out as far as it was, it is, you got to put a little bit of thought, because you got to make sure what you're putting on is comfortable, or it ain't going to fit, and then God knows what's going to happen after that.